Okay, this will be my first attempt at this Southern Light walk-through. After 7 years of working on this beast, I guess it's finally clean enough inside to take some photos or show someone around. I'll start up the bow. This is the anchor locker. It's all chain rode and new windlass installed out there. That's a 1500 watt windlass, so way overpowered for this boat. Everything's been refinished, even inside most of the cabinets. New fittings, plumbing, all those sorts of things. Tank fill capacity. This is an electric head, so you don't have to sit and pump on the head. You just push a button and it goes fast. And some more storage over here. The plumbing all runs underneath and is underneath the main berth, which is right here. Can't see what I'm doing, so is this on? I guess it is. So underneath are access ports that you can gain access to different areas of the boat. A lot of work done under there. All of this was fake Formica, fake wood Formica, ugly stuff. Everything's been repainted. Everything's been removed. All the teak's been stripped clean. The entire cabin top was painted when we got the boat, so I stripped all of that off. These chain plates, these things right here, were a little rusty. They were stainless steel, so I took them out, designed these. These are titanium with titanium bolts, so I cut and designed them myself. A little storage over here. Lots of little drawers and lockers and storage places. Cubbies you can put things in. Hanging locker. Air conditioning, which this boat did not have any. I installed this myself. I did everything. No one's done anything in this boat except me. So if it breaks, it's all my fault. There's all sorts of plumbing underneath, a lot of things you can't see, you can't tell what it is, but most people wouldn't even care anyway. But there's a lot of things involved. This is the main switch slash breaker for the windlass up forward. There's some batteries down underneath this main berth. They're AGM batteries, so they won't off-gas anything, and they all have 1-aught cable interconnecting. Walking into the main stateroom, all this has been refinished. 4K TV on the wall, so I can do all my photography and video, and also send the tablet images up to the wall so I can actually see what I'm doing. There are two 80-gallon water tanks in this boat. They're under each cushion. Big access ports. Lots of storage underneath. Up here, I put some indirect lighting. There are 15 lights in the boat, so you can pretty much light it up at night. This table folds out to either side, so you could pop this out, lift it up. They're large leaves, so you could actually see, who knows, 8 people around this if needed. This side is actually a seat slash berth, so you can, this actually lifts up And it has some bolts that, see if I can do this one-handed. See it? That's one side anyway. So it forms like a Pullman kind of, or double berth anyway. Little tiller pilot, lots of little storage. I don't have many things on the boat yet, but it's getting there, slowly but surely. A lot of hatches, lots of hatches. 6 hatches, 6 opening main ports, and what's on the side? 3, 8, 9 or so on the side. So you can't get a lot of ventilation in the tropics. This is the galley area. Everything's is new here. All the original holding plate refrigeration was removed. I put in a new real efficient system, all digital, control both the fridge side and the freezer side, which has a tremendous amount of room in it. Designed and built the microwave slash stovetop out of the original, which was pretty sad shape. Cut out the bottom, put an inverter microwave in it, so I can actually run this microwave off of the boat's inverter without blowing it up. A lot of storage everywhere. Drawers, sink, multiple power, water. Water can be pumped by foot on this manual pump. Open this valve, and I can pump the water this way manually out of the tank, or it can run automatic with this switch on this side, so when it's turned on you'll get both hot and cold water and you have a spout. But when I'm cruising, I will flip the switch over to the white side, and now it won't run. It'll just drain what's there. That way you don't waste your water. If you had a leak or you left one of these things on, it would just keep running. In order to run it now, you can put your hands down there and you step on this switch and it makes it run. So underway, that is normal operation. Here at the dock, when I have plenty of water, just keep going automatic. Going over to the nav station. This is the global center of the boat. All the power, electrical items are all here. Everything has a breaker. Lots of control, lots going on here. A lot of radios. EPIRB, emergency position radio indicating beacon, should I ever really need to be found. DeLorme in reach, satellite communicator, satellite messenger. But the majority of my communications will probably be here. This is a ham radio, and I can actually, it has a waterfall display. Pactor modem that does the email over ham radio via Service Pro connection, runs all of this, so I can, or I could manually do it. Lots of little things up here. There's a double network on this boat, Wi-Fi networks. There's one for the boat that all the devices can just talk to. Lots of little goodies inside this mess in here. Lots of radios and things, wires. So that all connects up. The VHF radio has AIS. That information is all connected to the computer. The main boat GPS is touchscreen, and you can do pretty much anything you want to do with this thing. But it sends the data also back to the laptop or tablet. So on the tablet, I can actually get AIS information, ship's information. I can get GPS coordinates, all the GPS information, plus have a heading sensor underneath. It's actually right there, that black brown thing. It needs to be in the middle of the boat. the least magnetic and the least motion in the entire boat. I built a sort of a subwoofer system under here for the boat. Not as big as I would probably want to get on this boat. So I can just turn tunes on here. 2 speakers on each side of the main salon. So, I can crank some tunes, whatever I want to play. We have wind speed, wind point indicator. This is a sensor on top of the mast, so I can actually see the apparent wind. Apparent wind is the difference between the true wind and the boat's forward motion. Lots of little emergency things, other radios, lots of little goodies. And that's about it for the inside. I mean, I'm just quickly going over this, but there's been a lot of work in this little beast. The battery's under the seat. There are 2 20-amp battery chargers, and they will run together, so I can put out 40 amps or 20 amps, whatever I need. The engine alternator is a 250-amp alternator, which is pretty much incredible for this boat. So with over 400, right now about 475 amp hours of battery power, which I plan to be around 800, I'll be able to top them off in no time. What else? Shore power. This is shore power. This is the AC. The yellow is AC, and then all the red is all the DC. Also have a dome camera up underneath the radar, which is halfway up the mast, and that is actually accessible on the GPS. So on the GPS I can actually select video and turn the power on, and I should be able to see the dome while that's coming up. There's a control for it here, so this is controls the pan, tilt, and zoom, and all that on the camera. So here we go. So I can now turn this controller and position this wherever I want, and zoom in and out with, if I want to see what's going on at the deck. Any pirates out there, I'll have to hook a gun up to this thing or something to shoot them. So I can pan around the boat, see what's going on without even going outside. And there's a second camera, so if I flip it, there it is. That's just a still camera, it's not a dome camera, so it just looks forward. I can take the computer and just connect to this 4K television just by clicking on this. And there we go. So anything that I do on the computer actually shows up on the wall as well. So, and I can actually see this better than I can a little tablet. And right now it's pretty cool. Air conditioner's working. Fuel tank's down under here, 55 gallons of fuel. Just access plate on the top. Oh, I have stuff on it. So I can see how much is in the tank. Engine is under the steps, so I can actually lift. I still don't have some of the brackets in, but I can lift some of these things. And you can see the engine back here, and transmission. It's a Perkins 4108, 50 horsepower diesel engine. What else? Bilge down there. I don't think you'll find or ever see a CSY 37 that's been refinished to this state. Everything that you see that is a cream color was that fake wood Formica. Ugliest thing ever. But now she's looking good. Have lights everywhere. LEDs under here. Extra lights. Can change the color. The lights, indirect lighting, I can make red so it doesn't destroy night vision at night. We have autopilot, self-steering vane. The self-steering vane can be run by this little tiller pilot, or the tiller pilot can actually connect to the wheel. Yeah, I think that's about it for the first go-round. Just wanted to put something together. A couple friends were asking about, do a little walkthrough or something, so there you go. See how this turns out. Have a good day.